Okay, so I see immediately that white isn't that bad. I already have an opposite edge here. Blue is opposite to green. I also have this one already solved and a free pair here. So what I can do is I'm going to go for the opposite. So blue is going to be opposite to green, green is going to be opposite to blue, and so on. And also if I do it this way, so in opposite colors, I can also take this pair out while inserting this edge, so it's not going to be anything, it's not going to waste moves, it's actually going to be pretty efficient. So first of all, I'm going to move this one, the green, over to here to the blue, like this, then take the red out as I'm solving the green, do a U2, and like I said, I'm going to solve the red while taking out this pair. Then I'm going to do a D2 to solve the cross, and now I have just this edge and this pair to preserve. So I can just do an F prime, U, and an F prime to solve the entire cross. And I have this pair, which I planned in inspection. And I'm also looking ahead to this pair. So what I can do is just solve that. So we have that pair solved. And like I said, I was looking ahead to this pair. I was keeping track of where it went. So I'm just going to pair that up and solve it. Then I know that this corner is here, and I know that the edge is there without looking at it, because the only other spot that the edge could be in is either up here, I see it's not there, or here, and it's not there either. And I also know that the corner to this edge is over here, same thing, it's not up here, which means that it has to be down there. So I'm just going to take a quick glance. I see that the green is here, which means that it's in the correct orientation, so I'm just going to put the corner here, solve it like that. And then I have this pair nicely set up. I can either do a rotation and a U, but I'm just going to do a wide D. And then I'm just going to solve the pair like that. We have an easy OLL, and then just an E prime with no AUF. Okay, I see that this is a pretty good cross for yellow. I can just take this edge down with an L, do a D2, and solve this red yellow cross piece. Then just solve that normally with a D. I'm also looking ahead to this piece, which will be up here. So then I'll just do an F, an OR2, and an F prime, and then I'll do a U prime and a D at the same time, like this, and insert this edge that will be over here, just like that. Okay, so let's try that. So just like this, yes, and then both moves at a time, and yeah, now just insert the edge and solve that. And then I looked ahead that the red-green edge is back here, so I can just take that out, solve it into here. I rotate and notice this pair, which I can just put to the back and solve. And as I'm doing that, I'm looking ahead to this pair, which I can just solve like that. I have a very easy OLO, which is a T-pin. Okay, this is a very nice cross for white straight away. I see that the blue and green are here together. I can then just realize that the orange and red are also opposite to each other, which how they're supposed to be on the cube. So how I can solve this cross is just do a D, solve the red and orange together, then do a D prime and just solve this. So now I just have the entire cross done. I can notice that this edge is over here, so I can just solve that into the back. I then realize that this corner goes with this edge over here nicely, so I can just solve that. I immediately realized as I was inserting that pair, I realized that this pair is being formed, which I can just solve into the back, and then this edge goes with this corner, which I can just solve into here. And an easy OLL and an E prime. Ooh, so I really like this scramble. It's actually really good for white. Is these two are opposite to each other, and so is this one, as in they're opposite to their correct colors, and so is this one. So how I can solve this is just take that down, and as I'm doing a U, I can also do a D to insert this edge, and then just do the same thing. So U and D to solve the cross, and then I can just solve this pair straight away. And I'm looking ahead to this pair and that pair, but I'm gonna do this pair first because it won't change, so I can go straight into that. So I can just do this, solve that into the back. So now I have these two pairs done. As I was inserting those two, I looked ahead to this, which can be easily inserted with a triple inverse sexy. Then this is very easy as well, just to rotate. You just have to rotate and then do this. There's also a different way with a sledgehammer, but I just find this a lot faster. And then this easy OLL followed by a V prime. I'm looking at the scramble and I can see that it's okay for yellow. It's also not bad for white, but I think I'm gonna go with yellow. How I can do this is just take this one down, move that away, the green to the blue, as we're gonna be solving it opposite again, and then solve that and solve this one. Take this one to the side, do a D prime, an L, and a D prime, and then that'll be the cross. So you can just do that. And that's the cross. I notice this pair over here that I can solve, but it's not ideal, so I'm gonna keep looking. I notice this corner and this edge, that's not good either. But then the pretty obvious one right in front of me is this one, which can be easily solved like this. And then this pair and this pair, but I think I'm gonna go with this pair. It's pretty easy. I'm just gonna do this, solve it into the side, and then we have the exact same case over here, which I can just put to the side over here in front of me, solve it, put it into the back. Then I have the last pair, which I can solve with F moves or rotation, but I'm just gonna do it with F moves. So I can just do an F2 here and solve that. Then this is one of the one of the cases that I have a couple algorithms for. But since it's already over here, in this orientation, with the corner up in the top left, I'm just going to do this one, which leaves me with a U-perm that I can just solve from here, and that's it.